President Obama kicks off that bus tour today. He wants to make college more affordable, and he's talking to college audiences. By the way, he expects taxpayers to be picking up more of the tab. There's a bigger problem facing the younger generation, though, and that is a 16.1% unemployment rate for those aged 18 to 29. Political prospect editor Kayleigh McEnany joins us now. All right, Kayleigh, is it getting any better? I mean, I saw the number, 16.1%. That's huge.
Yeah.
Any prospects that that improves in coming years?
No, Stuart, unfortunately not. Not unless we elect a conservative leader to implement conservative economic policies. And Stuart, the underlying problem behind the 16.1% unemployment is the long-term effects that it will have. You look at, for instance, Japan back in the 1990s. They had a period of long-term youth unemployment, and that generation of individuals was scarred from there on out. When employers went to hire, they were hiring new graduates. They weren't hiring 20-something-year-olds who had been unemployed for 2-3 years. The effects are going to scar my generation forevermore unless we turn this around, Stuart. And we will only turn this around by electing conservative leaders in the 2014 midterm election and a president thereafter.
Well,
in 20.
But wait a second, Kelly. You know what's going to happen here. The president is going to embark on this bus tour, speaking to very friendly college crowds, and he's going to be very popular. He'll get very strong rounds of applause, and we hear that he's likely to push a national program where taxpayers fund more of the college costs for young people. Now, that's going to be politically popular, isn't it?
It will be. And here's the problem, Stuart, and I hope that my generation is able to see this. The answer is always more funding, more loans. The answer is never to reduce the cost of college. And the reason is because Obama is trying to protect his liberal buddies in academia. You know, it's very sad that right now 35, 36 presidents of college universities make more than $1 million, Stuart. $1 million. The answer to this problem is to reduce the cost of college, to reduce these salaries, but colleges are bastions of liberalism, and it's not going to change unless Obama calls out, you know, his buddies. That's the bottom line.
I just want your reaction to something we've been talking about this week on the show, and that is, I visited a college, which shall be nameless. $57,500 a year, tuition, room and board. That seems to me like an astronomical amount of money. And they're offering basically a luxury hotel. They were postponing adulthood and prolonging adolescence. What's your comment on that?
I think that's ridiculous, and I think you hit the nail on the head. That is the problem that we're facing. People who don't want to face reality. They live in this safe environment where they have these luxurious salaries, this luxurious lifestyle, but that's not the real world. That's not the real world. And these college kids get out into the real world, and they're scarred. They're left with $26,000 in debt and no job. And that is the fundamental base of the problem, and until we expose it for what it is, it's never going to change, and we're going to face the same problem for decades to come.
All right, Kelly, you brought us the hard number, 16.1% unemployment for the millennial generation. Awful. Kayleigh, many thanks. We appreciate you being with us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Stuart.